Welcome to Keep Your Power, brought to you by Promise Resource Network, the Disneyland of service providers in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is Friday, and we're going to have a good time if it kills us. How's everybody doing today? I got my crew in the house. Everybody good?
Yeah. I just applied some makeup or some lipstick. I'm in a great mood.
Good deal. Good deal. I haven't, so that works for me.
It was up there, so I took it.
Good. All right. So what we're going to talk about today in Keep Your Power is radical politeness. Radical politeness. Right. I've talked to a gentleman that has benefited. Let me put it that way. Has benefited from our talks about radical politeness, just to really embrace a kindness. Politeness is behavior that is socially correct and shows understanding of and care for other people's feelings. Can you shut that door? So it's the care of other people. It's the kindness. What else we got? Behavior in a way that is socially correct and shows respect for other people's feelings. Right? So there is a connectedness, that politeness. It's more than just please and thank you, isn't it? It's an attitude. It's a way of life. Right. I don't know about you all, but I lost my politeness out in the world. Right. All those years of drinking, it wasn't, excuse me, may I borrow some Grey Poupon? You remember that? Some of y'all old enough to, you don't remember. Yes. It was an old commercial, but I did not come out of my addiction with a lot of, good behaviors, good habits. And that's why I wanted to talk about radical politeness today. There's apparently, I didn't realize this, that in England, it's apparently a political move. So we're not talking about English politics, just in case. Yes, dear.
Sharon, I was raised military. My dad was military. He was an officer.
Yeah.
And he insisted on, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, please, thank you, the way I introduced people. It was all according to the rules of what they call protocol.
Yeah.
It was all protocol. But now that you're mentioning it, I can see that sometimes I've been polite but not compassionate.
Ooh, polite but not compassionate.
Right. I'll add like, yes, sir, that's fine, and then move on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just downright lying, right, when I'm in retail.
Yes. You look really good in that.
But you know what I mean? That's an interesting point because I'm very polite.
Yes.
I mean, it was bred in me.
Yes.
But I don't think necessary. What is this called?
Radical politeness.
Radical politeness. I think that takes it a step further.
Let me read what radical means. Right, here you are. A disruptive force that pushes boundaries, questions the status quo, and embraces risk. Ideas or actions that go beyond what is considered traditional or conventional. So it's taking that, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, thank you, please, to a higher level.
Is it compassion?
It's compassion, it's empathy, it's connectedness, it's respect. It's all those things, but it's tied into yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, and please, because we've learned that, and we say that just naturally. Thank you. Well, I didn't want that, but what the hell, so, but to kick it up to being radical, right? Being so intentional with the way I want to interact with the human beings around me. Yes, Porter.
I find it sometimes when you're overly polite, people think it's for a reason. Like I'm going to ask you for something, or it's have some intentions behind it, or negative connotations or intentions. Like you're only being polite to me because you want something, or you want me to feel good because you. It's something that's.
Yeah.
We always assume like she's being nice to me for some reason. Like it can't be just because she just want to be nice. She's a compassionate person.
Yeah.
You feel like it's not really her. Like she's being fake. No, there are people that out there who just are like you. You're just compassionate. I think he is very. That's his person. That's who he is. That's not a fake. That's just who the person is. That you walk into a room and you affect them in a positive way when you walk out. Like you're known for that person who's able to be compassionate. I think Mother Teresa was a good example of that, being known for that compassion, that radical compassion. Like even forgiving the people that are harming you.
Yeah.
That's radical. I've grown enough in my faith, my spirituality that I can even pray for those who try to harm me. I can pray for you because I see that that's not your intention to harm me. It's because you're hurting, and I can have compassion for you because I know I've been in that place before as well. I know hurt people. And maybe you don't have to get the tools. You have to know how to get it out. Maybe come to these places and get some of the things out so you don't have to hurt. So you have to hurt other people.
I like that. Hurt people. And Jesse Jackson said, desperate people do desperate things, and the world is full of that today. It is not very polite out there anymore, and that's kind of scary.
And like even with the media, I think adults are being paid for bad behavior, and it's affecting how children act. Like I didn't see that before. Like you getting paid. Do you see a show right now where people having compassion for each other, getting high ratings? No, they want conflict, confrontation,
drama.
That's what sells, and that's what we want. That's why we're in our phone. We want that conflict. We want that. No, we don't have to fight everything. Give up the fight. And just get with the people who are moving in the same direction. Like we're fighting each other, not knowing we're all in the same pot burning.
That's it. Ooh, we're fighting each other, and we're all in the same pot burning.
Yeah, we're in the same place, and we're fighting each other. No, we need to find a solution to have compassion for each other because we're all in the same place.
Yeah. This radical politeness, it's embracing each other, and with the understanding that I have been there, or I am there now. I am with you, right? Just that connectedness is so important, that when we do say these things or do these things that show politeness and radical politeness, it affects the other person. My intentions are important, right? It, like you said, I mean, you could say thank you, or however you want to say it, but what is the meaning behind it? Do I truly appreciate? Am I taking a moment to truly appreciate the gift that I'm being given? Whether it's time, talent, a thing, whatever it is. Am I truly appreciating these things?
Become infections too.
Yeah.
People like, oh, well, might become more like, oh, maybe I can do what they did for me for somebody else. Like, oh, they helped me out. They were such a big help to me. Maybe now I can be a peer support specialist and do what they did for me. It's infectious. It should be.
Yeah.
You see that positive. You see the results of that. Them having a life that they are able to, like you walk into a room and see yourself in everyone here. Like you don't have to be race, age, because I can still find myself in every person.
Yeah.
I have something in common with everyone in this room, even if we're all human. That's the first thing. We all go have the same emotion.
That's what's cool about here. And I know we always talk about here as being like a really cool place that you really need to come and visit, which you do. We're at 1401 East 7th Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. All three locations at the plaza. But we bring something, don't we, when we come together? That's what's so amazing. We are radically polite because we are purposefully kind to each other. Because we've been places. We know, I don't know maybe your exact story, but I know because you're sitting here with me, you've been through some kind of hell, right? And that creates a bond. It's easy here, right? Because we come in here with good intentions and love and respect and acceptance. But when we leave the property, that's when it's easy to be in recovery here, right? It's like in a meeting. It's easy to be in recovery in a meeting. It's when you walk out the door. That's when recovery starts, right? How I behave, how I interact with other people when I leave this safe place. How can I create a safe place for someone else? Hold on. Okay. What y'all think?
I think it's just, when I'm here, it feels like I get a smile and, Sweet Ever gives that compliment, Courtney makes me smile and laugh every day. You know?
I think you did ask
And
that,
there's,
don't
you know, it's just such a good feeling, you know, to know that I can come here in the morning and start my day this way. And then we are all in recovery. And if somebody mentions something that is part of my recovery, then I can share that with them and help them. And it's just an amazing place.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where we can share each other's
Mhm.
experiences. You know, what is it? If you're going through hell, keep walking. You know, and I think we've all shown that we've all walked out of our own hell. You know, and you know, sometimes we walk into another one, but that's okay. We keep walking because we see hope in each other. And that's the deal. If I share my hope with you, that's radical politeness. That sharing of the most important things in the world: hope, love, acceptance, respect. Right? That's the shit.
I think with acceptance, I have to work on that on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
And I may fall short of it during the day. Because, you know, I'm always in there thinking, well, if you just do what I said you to, what my head is telling me to do, you'd be much happier. And so I'm not accepting you as you are and what
Mm-hmm.
your deal is. And I try not, I catch myself now when I do that and say, no, that's none of your business.
Yeah.
But acceptance is something that I have to work on a regular basis. Regular. I should do it
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah. Sometimes acceptance of others is hard.
Well, it is.
Yeah. Because they don't act like they're supposed to. I mean, if you just act the way you need to, which in my mind is this is how you need to. Like I know shit. I'm an expert on me, but I most certainly am not an expert on all of you
Right.
individually. Yes, ma'am.
How are you supposed to maintain that radical kindness when other people take advantage of it?
Ooh, that's when we've really got to use our boundaries. Yeah. We've got to be able to understand that. Not that some people don't, because everyone deserves our acceptance, love, hope, respect. But sometimes I need to be cautious, especially if I know somebody's burned me before, right? I need to be cautious so they don't take power over my emotions or take my power out of my motivation or whatever it is. Right?
So how do you keep your power back?
Ah, that's a good question. How do you get your power back? Anybody come here feeling powerless? Yeah, me too. Anybody feel a little better today? We teach each other, darling. We teach each other how to do it. Robin's example of how she got through what she's been through is going to show you, Porter. Everybody here has a gift for you and can show you how to get your power back. That's what keep your power is all about. It's about becoming ourselves again and taking back what is ours, which is our spirit, our power, my control, not control, my the power I have to direct my life the way I want it to be. The choices and options I have today. Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I got some tips. Yeah.
I said sometimes it takes for me, it took somebody else to see something in me that I didn't see in myself. Sometimes I can't see the power that I have, like in being resilient. I didn't notice that I'm being resilient. I'm just living my life, but people saw my journey from the outside looking in, like you keep a positive attitude no matter what you're going through. I didn't see that as a powerful power, but other people saw that as powerful. Like no, I'm just doing what I know to do. I mean, it's not abnormal to me. I've gone through this most of my life, and I've always kept a positive attitude because I realized that I can't control a lot of things in my life.
Yeah.
But I can control how I react to them. And I'm not gonna allow my emotions. I'm not gonna allow I'm not gonna be led by my emotions. I'm gonna lead my emotions. I can't control somehow. Sometimes I feel sad, but I know that I give myself a boundary. I'm not gonna be sad for long. I can be sad for a moment. They got snap out of it. Now what's next? Now how can I solve this thing instead of like allowing this to control my day, my mind, my no, I'm not gonna allow it. That's-
You have a strong
it's
mind.
a
There you
choice
go.
to
We've got to be
studying
strong.
something. For me, it's a choice.
You're right, it is
I
a
can-
choice.
And sometimes I got
That's amazing what you do.
You know-
I think it is.
when I don't even come here, I feel so lost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I have to realize that I can't be here forever. And
Yeah.
this is not going to be my only place I can go. I have to take what I learned here and give it to other people as well.
That's it. That's
I-
that
I-
radical
I-
politeness.
For me, it's not about how I handle situations when I'm getting what I want. It's how I handle situations when I'm not getting my needs met. How am I going to react then? How am I going to react when no one is hearing me, seeing me? That's what's important to me, because that's when my recovery comes in. What do I do then? Will I go use? Will I go dwell? Will I go get sad, depressed? Oh no! Will I go talk about it? Go to my groups? Go to my tribe? Go to my connect? I know my resources. This is when I go to these classes. If I don't use the tools outside of this, I don't know if they work.
Yeah.
I can use them here, but it's safe here. But if I can't utilize them outside of here, then what is the purpose of coming to these classes?
That's it. We practice. I come here and I present something, which sucks because then I'm accountable for it. And I know y'all keep me accountable for it. So I know. So that radical politeness. But it's, hold on, let me give you the tip. You know, I got tips. You just keep hanging around with us, darling. You just keep hanging around with us. Very powerful people here. And it's all brought in love. And Porter's right. We practice here. I learned something in a class and I think that's cool. So I practice it. I think it's going to help me. And I do it. And I ask other people how that works for you and and gather all this information about hope. Right? I made it out. Me too. You can too. That's where our power comes from. So the first thing it says is say please and thank you. That, as easy as that is, please and thank you. You know, it makes such a difference in retail,
Oh, yeah.
in food service, right? People that are unappreciated, cleaning staff, a lot of times people don't appreciate. Think of those people that are doing things for you that you don't even see. John, we all know John. John comes in here and cleans this place so beautifully. He gets it ready for us every day.
Wow.
Right. And that's just something I don't think about because it's always done. You know, I go to Bojangles. They got chicken. I'm happy. You know, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. They got donuts. I'm happy. So, I don't know where the hell I was going with that. But please and thank you. How can we make please and thank you radical? How can we take it to another level?
Well, the thank you's easy.
Okay.
Because the thank you can be more sincere about what you're thanking somebody for.
Yes.
You know, a lot of times it's just rote. Thank you. But really think about, take a minute. Why am I thanking this person? And please, I think please kind of shows respect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know, being the brat that I am from the Air Force, it is just sewn into every single
Yeah,
thing in me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And
Please and thank you. And
Mhm. But I think please is showing respect in some
Yeah.
ways. Because please help.
yeah,
So I'm asking you to help.
there's nothing wrong with being humble,
No.
you know, and the humility of please. But it's not, we're not begging. And that's the difference today. I'm not begging for attention, love, connectedness, because I get that here.
Yeah.
Right. So I found my place. But when I go out there, I've got to show that too. That radical thank you.
Mhm.
If nobody's thanked you today, I want to do that every day. Somebody somewhere, whether it's just along the street and you walk past them and say, you know what, that's a beautiful dog. Thank you for taking such good care of it. You never know.
Dog bite you.
And then a dog bites you. Okay, say please and thank you. No. This is something that it says don't touch other people without permission.
Now, that's the truth.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say, I moved to South Park area, and like, I try to be nice when people are walking the dog, but some people are not nice.
Yeah.
And I call them South Park, that is.
yeah.
So, yeah, but I still try.
Yeah.
Bring it back up, okay, that's a cute dog.
I did that the other day. I was driving here and this beautiful dog, and this guy was, taking care of it. And I went, oh my God, that's a beautiful dog. I love those kinds of dogs. They're just multicolored and beautiful. And I said, oh, I love your dog. And he went,
Right.
and I said, and then he picked up the poop and I said, thank you for that. And he went, so some people were just not going to get anything back, but I can't control where somebody else is, but I can think to myself, I wonder what's going on with that person that they can't even react to a kindness. Yeah. Mercy and grace, mercy and
If you're
grace.
walking along like a beautiful path, or I always say hello to the people that go by me, because hello or good morning.
Yeah.
But some people have their head down and they're just walking right past. They don't want to look at
Yeah.
you. It's just people are different.
Yeah.
Personal, if they don't respond how I want them to respond, it's not how you respond to it. I know my intentions on it.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You have to make eye contact. It's not about how you.
Exactly.
I can't control what you do when I.
How you accept it.
I know how I intended it to be.
That's
I
good energy.
I think eye contact too.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. I'm like, thank you. Over there. Like you, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
People, I try to do that when I go through the drive-in window, because so many people are just throwing and getting and never actually looking at the person. And I've been in that situation where you just are so unseen to actually look somebody in the eye and say thank you in that situation. Makes a big difference. We all need that, don't we?
Mhm.
We all need that appreciation, and to be surrounded by people that can accept it here. I'm getting better at accepting compliments. Anybody else? A little better, anybody? Oh, poquito. That's hard. But we also have to accept that radical politeness from others, that connectedness, that love that is in that kindness that we give, right? Okay, polite people, they can admit when they're wrong. If they say something out of turn, if we call a person the wrong name, right? I am so bad. I really am bad at names. Everybody's Shug and Hun and Sweetheart. And you're Shug, how you doing? So next time you come, you'll be Hun. I'm just telling you, it's a Southern thing. Please forgive me. I know some people hate that. It says they don't ask overly personal questions unless that connection happens, right? We allow people to keep their own privacy. How you doing? To mean how are you doing today, but to respect somebody's privacy and allowing them to just say fine, But I like that when we ask people how they are, and we mean it.
I think it's sincere, especially if somebody's been ill.
Yes.
And but if it's a passing, I don't know. How are you? I always expect an answer. I really do.
Yeah. A truthful answer.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Out in the world, fine. Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
I think I learned from Alice, active listening is a form of kindness to me.
Mhm.
I can make a connection with you and listen to you and actually be invested in what you were saying and say, so you mean to tell me you did this? And you actually go back a couple of days later, like, so how'd that go?
Mhm.
Follow up, you really listened to what I was saying to make you feel like, oh, what I was saying was actually, you actually were receiving it. Like, so how was your doctor's appointment? That means you showed me that you were actually listening to what I was saying. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It does make a difference when we're heard. It really does. When we see people that maybe walking down the street, maybe on the bus, maybe in traffic, a simple smile. You know what bugs me? When I let somebody ahead of me and they don't do this. That's all I want is this. I just want to wave.
I know. Acknowledge
Acknowledge. And I like those people, and I'll blow the horn and wave at them and everything. I was doing that one time, and I let somebody ahead, and the guy went like this. And I was like, that is so cool. I need when people do good for me, I'm just like, peace, man.
When I cross people that stop for me in the road,
Yeah,
I always do this.
that's cool. Peace to you, man. Peace. Oh.
You were talking about something I was thinking about.
What? Something. What about being corrected by other people? Can we take that? Can I make it? Can I radically accept other people's? What's it called when you what? Criticism. What's it called when it's good criticism? Constructive criticism. Constructive paper. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
This is what I'd like to say. This is just me. Somebody's reading in a meeting from a paper and they miss a word. Oh, they miss another word. I don't correct them. I think that is absolutely no big deal. Somebody doesn't know how to say a word. They may want help, they may not. I think that you have to weigh the situation, Shane. And how important is it that they change whatever behavior is out to criticize them?
Yeah.
Because I find that nothing that important these days.
I find it when you do it
In the grand scheme of things.
What?
Yeah. I just accept you where you are.
What?
Yeah.
sometimes you have to, it's when and where you criticize somebody. If you pull them aside and do it one-on-one,
Yeah.
when you do it. You know what you get? If you do it in front of other people, that's not, no, I can't receive it that way.
Yeah.
But if you say, I wish you would do that to me. Now I can receive it, that's like a conversation. Now I can correct it, do something to do.
Mhm.
Say, you know what, you should have done that. Like, listen, I don't need you to embarrass me because I embarrassed you. If I did, I didn't know that. And sometimes I say humorous things that I think are funny that may be harmful to people. And
Yeah.
I know that. You can tell me that, see, that joke is funny.
Yeah.
And I need to know those things.
Mhm.
I have to be able to take that because I don't want to harm somebody if I leave you and trying to make you laugh or make a joke.
Yeah.
That joke shouldn't harm people.
Jokes shouldn't harm people, and I've been in that situation too. And it sticks with you, doesn't it? When you say something out of turn, and I was in ninth grade. I'm going back to ninth grade, and I made a joke. This girl came in and her math book was burned on the edges, and I went, "Oh, smoking doing math," and she burst out crying and she left the room. And I was like, "What the hell?" Found out that her house had burned the night before, and they were blaming her for smoking in the closet. How awful was that joke? You know, I didn't mean it to be, but see, that follows me. That's ninth grade. That was 50 years ago, right? These things, we want to be careful what we say and do because it influences other people. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sometimes criticism is hard, but it makes you look at, okay, did I say that wrong? So
Mm-hmm.
that's okay.
Yeah.
But sometimes people might be introverts and they're not used to that, or they might be in a bad mood.
Mhm.
And it's really hard to just keep being nice to an individual
Yeah.
that's grumpy, but maybe in the end, that little bit of nice is the only thing they ever had. So I don't know.
I've been in that situation where I've been so in the blanket of darkness that I couldn't hear anything or see anything, but some people reached in, you know, that kindness, they reached in and helped me get out of that situation, out of that mindset, you know. So yeah, sometimes we got to be the one. And with those people that are the hardest to be polite to, right? We all got one of them Uncle Larrys, right? Got Uncle Larry, man. He ain't hearing nothing. He ain't seeing nothing. He don't want to talk about nothing but what he thinks. Please pass the potatoes, Uncle Larry.
There's always a what behind the why. We make that one person is one nice, but we don't know why.
Yes. Yes.
The reason
There's
why-
always something. There's always a why behind the what.
Yeah.
And it is something that person is going through at that moment. If you catch me in a bad mood, that's not my usual character, right? Usually I'm up and bubbly and everything and obnoxiously happy. So, but if you catch me in one of those times when I'm really sad or really angry or really something, you could be the one that brings me back to me. You could be the one that brings me back to me. Right? What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Can you shut that door? Do you mind, sweetheart? Thank you.
You don't have to say anything. Just sit with someone and give them the
Thank you,
opportunity
sweetheart.
to talk when they're ready. Sometimes you don't have to force it.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready
Yeah.
to talk.
Yeah.
Leave the door open and give them the opportunity to talk when they're ready. Give them the
Yes.
power back in their hands. Don't say, no, do you want to talk? No, you give them the opportunity to talk when they're ready. Whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here. Leave that door open.
And some of us are introverts. And that's okay. We all accept each other wherever. You like to talk like me? Great. If you like to be quiet, great. If you're somewhere in between, great. Whatever. You are one of us when you walk on property, right? Yes, Jeremy.
I'll talk loud, but I just wanted to welcome Ivanka back to you today.
Woo! Glad to see you, dear. The next thing is we make people feel comfortable when we're radically polite. It goes to that if somebody's really obnoxious and angry and just not being very kind, maybe they need our kindness. Maybe it's us that has to reach in. Maybe we're the one today to say, do you need a hug? Can I give you a hug? Unlike me that just walks up to people and goes, what? Hi, I'm Sharon. People are like, so it's like at the, like at Harris Teeter. Oh, yes, dear.
The fact that you said that about the girls' book being charged, I think that was the universe coming down to you. Because what are the chances? Or not, like that's like intense that I would. One girl, I'm gonna say it, the one always hated her middle name, and then somebody else said, whatever, like, oh, she doesn't like it. That's my middle name too. Like it was like 3 people. I was like, that is really weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, I'll never guess that it's that middle name again.
It's a lesson, isn't it? It's a lesson. Do I want to? Is this going to be funny?
I only said it because
Yeah.
that girl didn't like her name, so maybe you just have to know it. The other person is the person listening.
Yeah.
To tell the other person, so the third tertiary person. What? That's my middle name too.
And they all got on board, didn't they? Yeah. That she. But we got to watch what we say. It's and it's hard for those of us that laugh all the time and make jokes and funny all the time, want things to be light. We got to be careful. We got to be careful because all of us, we don't know what could trigger someone. Beautiful thing about here is we practice being triggered and how to deal with it. Here I practice getting angry and learning in a safe place how to choose better behavior, better actions. Tools. We get tools here. Absolutely. Absolutely. The next thing is they don't interrupt. Polite people don't interrupt. So anyway, that's not me.
That's me, I haven't watched it.
What? I do. No, I'm really bad at interrupting.
I haven't watched it, I'm too. Especially with the conversation going on so long. Come on!
Get to the point.
Let's get to the solution.
Get to the main course.
Get to the main course. There you go. There you go. It's hard sometimes not to interrupt when we're so excited.
Yeah.
Wait, I know the answer. I know the answer. I know the answer. Because I've been there. I know what to do. And how exciting that is. To actually go, oh man, I know something. I know how to get out of this. Can I share it with you? Right?
About being critiqued, I said, I don't think if you can't take this criticism, you're not going to evolve. I need to be able to take constructive criticism because sometimes I can't see to have lipstick on my teeth. I'm not wearing lipstick today, but you can't see certain things. We all have blind spots in our life. We may need somebody to see things that we can't see ourselves.
Yeah.
Maybe have to receive those things. And like, is that true? If someone says, if more than one person says the same thing about you, maybe like, you know what? Maybe that be them. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to assess some things, reassess some things, how I'm dealing with them, dealing with myself. It's time. It's just for me to grow and evolve. I want to grow and evolve.
Yeah.
I don't want to continue to make the same mistakes over again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I can't grow. I don't want to continue to make the same mistake this year that I made last year. So I may need to be in these spaces around people that I don't know to hold me accountable for certain things that I'm doing.
Yeah. I want to know how my actions affect others, so I can better help others, so I can do better next time.
I
Right.
agree.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, family.
Hey.
Hi. Glad to be back.
Nice and loud.
Glad to be back. My actions, how it affect others. Wow. It definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can take things for granted and not know what you got good until it's gone.
Yeah.
And when you keep doing things repeatedly, knowing that you cannot, or that you think you might can get away with it, it eventually shows up.
Yeah.
And that's where I've been.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back, and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
We did my new apartment yesterday.
Yay. Got your new apartment.
I'm in the
Nice.
studio. I'm on
Nice.
South Boulevard. But still, you know what you gotta do. Why just not do it? Why continue to go down the path that you know is gonna hinder you and kill you and hurt your friends?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for a long time. I can't do it anymore. Life is showing up. People know me. People are watching. People can tell. The demeanor can tell. There's no secret.
Mm-hmm.
If I could write a book, it'd be no more secret.
There you go.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, sweetheart. When I take it back, when we're coming from a radical politeness point of view, I think we want to interrupt. I think if I am in a space where I need joy, I need you to interrupt my flow and give me joy.
Slow down.
If I'm in a space where I need some, whatever it is, love, compassion, acceptance, respect, maybe you're the one that needs to interrupt what I'm doing. You said some people look at the ground when they walk. I've got a terrible habit of looking at my feet.
Me too.
Because I got to go left, right, left, because I'll fall down.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Then you don't trip.
Then you don't trip. But to be able to interrupt, for somebody to say, and I remember somebody saying this to me, look up, girl, it's good up here. Yeah. And I can see where I'm going instead of where I've been.
I try.
Sometimes we need to interrupt. Sometimes we need to interrupt our behaviors and our attitudes, right? They can disagree without losing their shit. We can disagree with each other, and that's okay.
I take a long time to learn.
Yeah, that I can disagree with you and still love you.
And still, I can ignore you. And then
Yeah, Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry is a good example of ignoring the bullshit. Let me just put it out there.
Uncle Larry.
We all got an Uncle Larry, don't we? It's Uncle Larry in for Thanksgiving. Yay.
Let's say it's politics.
Okay,
Let's
politics.
say it's politics. And this person saying this and this. I'm over here saying, I don't believe any of that shit. I don't believe any of that shit. I don't believe any of that shit. So I keep my mouth shut and I say, okay, and walk away.
I think that we can affect other people's thinking, but some people are so ingrained, especially when it becomes to politics, religion, are so got their claws in this concept and idea that it can't be changed.
Is that how people be stuck in their ways?
Yeah,
Would you call
yeah.
that?
Stuck in our ways, stuck in the way of thinking. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
My best friend, she doesn't have the same political views as I do.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah,
If everybody thought the same way, it would be a very boring world.
yeah,
And everybody comes to their conclusions from their experiences, their background, that we don't know everything
Yeah.
that they've gone through,
Yeah.
and how they arrived at their decision.
We don't know everything, and there's humility in that. And maybe you know something I don't, so I'm going to allow you to express yourself. Please allow me to express myself, right? But I got to think, do I want to get into it? Do I want to have this discussion with this person? Because, we did it the last 5 years at Thanksgiving and ain't shit changed, So am I going to continue to go round this circle with this person? Or am I just going to do the radical polite thing and say, you know what? Let's agree to disagree. And let's, boy, them potatoes are good, ain't they? Aunt Martha really got it going this year. Good for Martha. We don't gossip.
No,
We don't gossip. I don't hang around with people that do gossip.
I don't either.
Because if they talking about you, they talking about me to you. Right? And that's usually the way it is. Yep. So I want to allow other people to express their own reality. I want them to tell their own story. I don't need to.
Right.
Especially with difficult things. People need to speak their own truth. Speak their own truth. See what else we got.
It's in the world we live in. If you look at the media, everything you're talking about is the antithesis of everything you're talking about. We have whole medias talking about that are just based on gossip. It's
Yeah.
hearsay. Allegedly. If you
Allegedly,
weren't there,
yeah.
Why is that your business at all? Anyway?
Yep.
You don't know where they are in their growth and where they are with their. But the past is like, give them a chance to tell their own story.
Yep.
That's not your choice. Know your voice. No, let them use their voice. No.
My story may be different and will be different than yours. You took a different path. Let me know. Maybe I'll be there someday, or maybe I'm there right now. How can I get out of this?
I think sometimes gossip is a distraction, so I have to deal with my problems. So don't worry about what you're going through. It doesn't allow me to see myself and see things I'm going through. I don't have to worry about me if I'm worried about you. I can't worry about both of us. If I'm
That's
worried about
it.
What you're doing wrong. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
How can I
Take the-
I can't change you. How can I change me?
What is that? Take the 2x4 out of your own eye before you take the splinter out of mine? Yes, ma'am.
What I'm doing recently for my own sanity and peace of mind is I'm thinking that, there's a cowboy movie and the white hats always win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're the good guys. And right now our country is so full of hate and something else.
Say that again.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Our country is so full of hate and anger.
Mm-hmm.
But there's white hats out there.
Yeah.
Lots of them. And it's going to evolve. It's either going to evolve or blow up.
Yeah.
Those are the two options. And so if we all send out love and goodness from our heart, I know y'all are going to think I'm crazy.
No.
I promise you, if you send out love from your heart all the time, maybe it can affect some of the bullshit, okay? Because
That's it. It does. We are the creators of a new world.
That's right.
What is it? Be the change you wish to see in the world. That's Gandhi, man. The way I act today, who I am and how I behave and what I say and what I do changes the world, changes that. They say the ripple effect. You throw the pebble in the pond and it goes on and on. That's how we are. That's how that radical politeness works. Because as I bring to you love, acceptance, respect, right? It changes everything. It changes everything. They treat the janitor the same as the CEO. I don't care who you are, where you've been, what you got, what you don't got. Here for you. Here for you. Yes, ma'am.
There's in all civilizations, there's been unrest. When she did peace sign, think about the hippies.
Yeah.
And the mainstream people, they didn't like them. And constantly changing, like you said, evolving story.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll get the idea. Hopefully we'll get the idea
I think we're getting closer, and it is our responsibility, each and every one of us, to go out there and make those differences, to go out there and make those changes in the world. Let me come and be a part of your story. Let me come and encourage you and love you and accept you. I'm going to read this quote and then we're going to shut down. It says, watch your thoughts, they become your words. This is one of my favorite ones. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Radical politeness today is our destiny. It is what we are called to do today. So if you are out there or if you are in here, go out there and change the world. Go out there and be part of the love, acceptance, and respect. All right, I want to thank you all for a great class. Thank you all out there. Thank you all in here. We will see you next Friday. Keep peace, share love. Talk to you later.